different things that I didn't expect come out of the setting or the staging, which gave me more different inputs than I could get if I would be, telling the story from my point of view, because then everyone would be colored or affected by my fantasies instead of being very much open. It's sort of happening there. Nobody's directing it. Someone does something, turns away, and someone responds to that turning, and a lot of things happen, and it's an experience that moves everyone in the room, I think. So it's very fun doing this as a supervision method, I think, because it gives you something on a physical or an emotional level, which is sort of surpasses the mental, the brain in a way, the intellect. We also developed a thing that Elizabeth calls drawing, where we draw on a whiteboard, and the person who has a family draws the family, or draws a picture of a situation without any words. Same thing, you can't explain. So it's a very systemic way of thinking about people. You can sort of draw people that are in Africa or in other countries. They are over there, on the side of the board, or they can come closer or go away. And yeah, it's a very including way of processing a family system, I think, and yourself as part of the system. It's something about looking at something, like getting a perspective, that I think is very helpful. And a perspective that isn't about facts, but is more about the actual situation and the emotions and the energy in the situation. Because that's what we work with every day anyway, I think. So it's you have to be alive and spontaneous to work with therapy, and I think both drawing and live staging is good ways of becoming more alive and more sort of awaken the inner child, or the playfulness and creativity that we need as therapists.
I get grasp of things that I didn't know, and these things aren't so special or strange. It's just that I can't see them if I don't get to know them in another way than words. And I'm also very fond of that it's not telling me what to think. It's kind of democratic, or it's up to me. It's no one else telling me what to do, or what to think, or it's very open, an existential way of how to be, finding your feelings or finding other ways to express life.
I really like it. I think there are a lot of components of it that I like. Sort of I see it as a mixture of things, a way of combining feelings and movement and thoughts, and all this happens at the same time. When we do live staging, it feels like it just happens like that. All of a sudden you have another idea, or you get another thought, or you feelings are so strong, and things just happen faster than in just talk there. It's something new to let feelings sort of flow, and everyone can be a part of it. The people that do it, the people that set it up, and then the people that watch. It happens. Something happens with yourself when you see this, when you experience this. I think it's a good way to let yourself go, to put your guard down when you're doing this. You don't have to be so analytical and so thoughtful. You just let yourself go and put yourself in place of others. I think that's healthy.
It took a while for me to get used to it. The first time I think, what is this? What's happening?
In the beginning, I felt very
I
ridiculous
standing
there, and I didn't really know what to do, and I was occupied by thinking, who am I in this life station? But now that's not the question anymore.
No.
It's
I think it took
going on.
about 3 or 4 times for me before I get kind of awakening and wow, feeling it. What happened to me then? That was quite exciting.
I carry it with me, and sometimes it takes a day or 2 before I,
Comprehend,
that was what happened.
Yeah.
Staging.
Yeah.
And I think it also do a lot of things to the group.
Yeah.
To do this is to open your feelings and to do this in a
And
safety way,
and
also with very small things. I think it's happened things between me and the families, just that I have been in this feeling. In the live staging, I have another approach. Yes, and that feeling is very strong when you.
Some way.
Yes, we work with families, and one of us is always the child, and that's a way to focus on the child's feelings and how it is to be a child. To take their position in this life stage and make things happen in you. You could really feel
a deeper understanding for the parents and where they come from and what they have been.
the sadness or how frightened they are.
One of the advantages with this kind of supervision is that it's possible to be a big group like we are. We are 15, 16 people in the group. And
and everyone get involved. And everyone is being seen and listened to.
Yeah, and participating.
Yes. And it's so much easier because if you just talk about it and someone says something about your family and that you should try this, you get in this position that it's my family, I know, and
don't come here and have any ideas, I know what.
But in this way, it's out of prestige. Everyone is trying all the time, so we're trying this together.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yes, it's some kind of magic. And it's a lot of fun. I think we laugh a lot.
We laugh a lot,
and that's what we need in this work.
The brain is working so hard to try to understand life, as you always understand. I often meet people who are traumatized or confused, sad, and even happy, of course. And there are a lot of people from foreign countries, and that's not possible for me to think out what's right or wrong in their lives. But if I use live staging, then I can. I feel that I have an inner connection with the people. That where the language doesn't. It's not necessary. With live staging, I can get in contact with levels that's passing beyond language. Because of the speechlessness in live staging, I don't have to argue with people. And I don't feel about myself anymore that I have to know what's wrong with people or what's. I don't have to understand it. Every time have been giving me new information, wider information. I feel that we have been more open-minded to each other, more sensitive to each other. It's been more and more easy to be vulnerable in the situation. And more professionally amongst each other also. We are listening more and understanding more. I think we have been more caretaking. You can also see the humor, the comic in everything. And laughing together is also a way to bring all thoughts and all feelings and all ideas just getting away and open new ways, open new doors to new dimensions to understand. It often makes us laugh, but never without respect for the situation. It's always embedded in the respect. And somewhere I think it's a little bit magic. And that's in my point of view, that is one aspect of love. Because the method is so clear and not demanding. And it's not telling you easy ways out, or telling you what's right or wrong, or it's a little bit magic, and I think it's good to have it that way.